Okay, so one of the byproducts of social media is that every now and again a new trend starts, and there's one that has come up that I'm just going to comment on, okay? So there's a social media challenge that has come up, and it's called the challenge. Yes, right? So the whole point of it apparently is that it's meant to be a way of people accepting the challenge and doing a mini video on social media to show how spontaneous and how original they can be in creating a rap around this topic. So I'm thinking, with all the issues taking place around the world, back and forth among different groups, this is the best that social media can do at this time, right? There's a lot of political unrest in many parts of the world, a lot of economic and social unrest, people having major issues in terms of just trying to survive day to day. And this is the best that social media can come up with. 21st century, right? The P&D challenge. There's one thing about saying or asking people or challenging people to be creative and spontaneous, but why around this specific theme? I'm thinking, am I being prudish? Is it just me? You know, I mean, I find it offensive to a large degree. Grown people have responded and taken on this challenge. I'm looking at that and I feel uncomfortable that they within themselves didn't think and say, you know what, I have a young child, you know, or I have young people in my family and I really don't want to do that, or it just doesn't seem appropriate. And the first thing that keeps coming up in my head is why? You know, why does it have to be around a sexual theme or have a sexual nature to it? If you're taking on this challenge and you want to come and say, well, I'm creative and I'm spontaneous and I can do this rap, well, why not rap against the particular theme as opposed to taking on the theme? You know, because then I think you're promoting something that does not need to be promoted. And especially, it seems to have been promoted by a lot of black celebrities. To me, that only adds to some of the negative images that already, you know, we're already having to deal with day to day and already having to challenge day to day. So it feels like we're taking one step forward and 2 steps backwards with things like that. And then we find ourselves on social media taking on challenges that do nothing to promote a positive image. You know, that's my feedback. You know, I'm not going to sit down here and I don't rap, you know, but I know I have family members who are artists, and I definitely would be disappointed if I saw them taking on a challenge like that. To me, there's just certain things that you just stay away from, and you should have the common sense. Hopefully you'll have the common sense to do that. I think I would look at it that if it's not playing a role in promoting the good for people, then just stay away from it, you know? I mean, social media sometimes just gets on my nerves. When it promotes foolishness, it can be its own bloody worst enemy. Okay, those are my thoughts, comments on this P or D challenge. Pure nonsense. That's my point of view, but I'm interested in hearing what you think. I'm not sure how many of you have actually heard of this challenge or taken on the challenge yourselves. And if you have taken on the challenge, would like to hear from you in terms of why, what were your thoughts behind it. Maybe, share with me your perspective, enlighten me.